the World Agroforestry Centre, based in Nairobi, Kenya, headquarters. We work in 30 countries in 6 regions of the developing world. And our main mission is to transform lives and livelihoods with trees, where we are improving the livelihoods of farmers and transforming the livelihoods through improving landscape integrity and sustainability. And we do this because trees provide more efficiencies and effectiveness to using landscapes. And there are significant mitigation and adaptation benefits in having trees integrated into your agricultural systems. And that's mainly why we are here in Paris at COP, because we want to make sure that agriculture, sustainable agriculture, is central to the negotiations here at COP.
Is it?
It's important to realize that agriculture directly through its emissions and then indirectly through land use change, particularly in developing countries, is responsible for 25% of all emissions, roughly 25%. That's a quarter, and this proportion is going to increase more as other sectors are decarbonizing, because they are part of the negotiations, because they are part of the negotiation text. We're all expecting an agreement to happen at this COP, and agriculture is not being discussed. It's not in the discussion text, and we need to make sure that that happens, and that's one of the reasons why we are here. The other reason is, of course, that agriculture is vital to achieving the Sustainable Development Goals, which have just been launched in New York in September. And ending hunger and reducing poverty, access to energy, nutritious food, all these things are central to reducing hunger and poverty and achieving the Sustainable Development Goals. And by integrating trees into agricultural systems, we can ensure that more nutritious food is produced, that farmers have more income by diversifying their income sources. They have more products, they have access to fruits and other products that the trees produce, their timber. So by diversifying their productions and their portfolio of productions, they have more food and they have more income, and by doing this we are reducing their vulnerability to climate shocks.
And do you feel listened by the government now? Do you think they feel concerned about what you are trying to propose to them?
Many of the developing countries we work in are very concerned about food security. Food security will always trump climate change risks at any point in time. So if the business as usual paradigm is followed, the externalities of investing in monoculture agriculture, in high investment agriculture, are very large. And by using an ecosystem-based agricultural approach, the one like agroforestry and others that are out there, we can reduce the footprint that agriculture produces in achieving more sustainability and reducing the food insecurity of farmers.
Okay, the COP has started now for 3 days and the negotiation for 2 days. Are you optimistic about those negotiations?
It's hard to say. I mean, agriculture is not going to be part of this COP, I believe, unfortunately, but it's our job to make sure that this message is heard more broadly, and we're here to deliver that message. And we're happy to talk to all the governments, particularly in developing countries, in trying to support them in delivering, scaling up these kind of more innovative, sustainable agricultural approaches.
Yeah, but at least we will have to wait 1 more year before that agriculture enters negotiation at least COP22.
I'm afraid so, yes, and it's going to be a continuous process. What we're going to achieve, if we achieve an agreement, will be a framework at the moment. There are no details, and the details are going to be decided upon by the governments and the countries negotiating. many of these countries are developing countries, and they are interested in technologies that are related to improving the food security of their people through adaptation, through mitigation, but primarily increasing food security and nutrition. And if we can manage to do these things together, that's the most appropriate way to go. And agroforestry is one technology that can deliver on these issues very, very strongly and be very profitable at the same time.
Thank you very much, Doctor, for your time and for your answers.